Hi guys, this is your accounting buddy, yes, in the flesh. I just want to quickly talk about auditing, an auditing exam, and how to approach and prepare rather for an auditing exam, because I've noticed that most students are struggling with auditing, and simply because of some few things which you can tweak around and actually score a good mark in your auditing exam. Now, this doesn't matter if you are doing auditing in undergrad, first year, second year, third year, or even at your postgrad level. This is some of the tips, or all of the tips can be useful to you, applicable to you. So, number one, guys, you need to know the entire audit process. Just as in the case of accounting, you need to know how the financial statements look like. This is what we call a skeleton. So you need to know the audit process from the beginning to up until we finalize the audit or we conclude the audit, where we give the audit opinion. Have an overall view of the audit process from the preliminary audit engagements to the conclusion of the audit process, or where the auditor has to give an opinion, and also know the types of opinion that an auditor can give. For example, your qualified opinion, your unqualified opinion, disclaimer. Know the meaning of those things, right? For any level of exam. Number two, the language that you use in auditing. Now, I did make a video, you can look up the screen there, on an example on how to use audit language in an exam. This is going to give you greater chances of making your point. Now, most of the time students might use the word look at the files to check if such and such. You should rather use the word or the term inspect file A, B, and C to verify that payments were received from trade debtors so and so. That's one of the things that you can do. And another thing, guys, is that you need to understand the technical terms in auditing. You need to understand what materiality is. You need to know what a planning materiality is, a performance materiality is. You need to know what an audit risk is, and what an audit engagement is, what preliminary audit engagements are. You actually even need to know what an audit is. So those key terms are the ones that are going to count when you are given a scenario, right? Because if you simply think you're going to understand it when the exam paper is in front of you, it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen for you. You cannot learn in the exam, and I've seen you should refrain from this one. I'm not saying you are doing it specifically, but I've seen students doing this thing, and it's going to really put you at a disadvantage. And when you do get into an exam, first look at the questions. What do they require you to do? Don't look at the scenario or what's given. It's going to overwhelm you. Go straight into the questions and see what the questions are requiring from you. This will prepare your mind psychologically to look for the information when you read the scenario. So you already have a picture in your mind, right, guys? And it's very important also to do practice exams. I do understand that I am just taking inputs from all over the place, but I know if you watch this all over again, you'll get what I'm saying. So do make sure that you practice using maybe the activities in your book or previous question exams with solutions, and do not try to memorize these solutions. Rather look at the language, the way they use the language to apply in the examination question paper, and this will really come in handy, I promise you. And lastly, guys, I did mention this before, make sure you understand the technical terms. This one is very important. If you don't understand the technical terms, you cannot expect realistically to score great marks. And refrain from using casual language, right? Refrain from using casual language in the exam. Always use the audit kind of language, because the markers are going to be looking for those kind of terms. They inspect, evaluate, recalculate, observe, right? And don't memorize questions from previous exams. The thing is that you need to master how you apply these things, right? I hope those I hope those tips will come in handy, guys. And also remember, you need to have enough sleep before the exam, right? See you later.